Hi, John Weber in the Lowcountry. Today we are thinking outside the box, and we're going to be talking with Jim Davidson, who is with Mutual of Omaha. Jim also sings and writes songs. This is what you get at the John Weber channel. I search high and low for mortgage people who can sing. Anyway, stay with us. You're going to learn about reverse mortgages in a brand new environment, 2023, higher interest rates, and we've got to look for options. I am here with Jim Davidson, who is with Mutual of Omaha, and he's also, can we say, a native of the area?
We can say a native of the area. It's
okay.
40 plus years.
Well,
yes.
that's a long time.
Yeah.
Jim is also a singer-songwriter, and he's going to sing a little bit, maybe a Bluffton State of Mind at the end.
Your wish is my command, John.
Okay. So, but what we're going to talk about now, because market conditions have really changed, interest rates have risen, and Jim is a complete expert in the reverse mortgage arena. And that fits a lot of our clientele. And I know a lot of people are probably confused about it, or they don't understand it. But if you were to just give an elevator speech on reverse mortgage, what would you say?
I would say this. I would say the market has actually come to us, if you will, because of the prices of houses and because of the interest rates. You got to be 62 or older to get one.
Okay.
You've got to live in the home as your primary residence. You got to pay your own taxes and your own insurance. And there are no monthly mortgage payments required.
Okay.
Which in today's
thinking out there, what's the catch?
Well, there really is no catch, and I hate to say that, but I back it up because it's an FHA loan and it's very, very highly regulated. And so for us as originators, especially Mutual of Omaha, I've got a massive company behind me, 40-some billion and 7,000 employees, and a lot of that is compliance. Right? Okay. People that keep me between the ditches, if you will. So there's no hanky-panky in this space anymore. There was a time
you actually have to apply.
You have that's right. There's an application process which is fairly extensive, 60, 70 signatures. But here for the buyer, the home buyer, especially the retiree that's coming to the Lowcountry today, this mortgage product offers someone who may believe today that they've missed the window.
Okay. And
that interest rates have risen to the point where they've been priced out of the market. And I use these parameters to kind of give you a feel for what the mortgage will do for you. If you're 62 years old, you can pretty well expect about a 30%. I don't want to use the word discount because it's not that, but right. You can buy for cash 30% less than the listed price of the home. And I believe you've got some examples that you may want to share with them.
So there's going to be some graphics on the screen.
Okay. All right. So age 62, a house is $500,000. Take 30% off of that. That's your one-time payment to own the home. And when I say own the home, the homeowner is on the deed. One of the biggest myths in my space is that the bank owns the house. That's not true. The homeowner owns the deed, owns the home and is on the deed. You can sell the home. You can refinance the home at any time. It's like any other mortgage product that you would find, right? But in our world today, where mortgages since the first of the year have risen in monthly payments, 20% conventional financing, was $1,500 a month. Maybe in January, it's $3,000 a month now.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
No monthly mortgage payment for our clients is a big, big advantage from a budgeting standpoint.
Right.
Okay. The fact that a cash buyer that may have $500,000 in his pocket, but what he really wants is a home that costs $700,000.
Right.
Okay.
And he could have bought that a year or two ago.
That's exactly right, John. But now with this product, maybe you can improve your buying power, right? You look at something, and I can tell you exactly, you call me and we'll put you in the system. It's an FHA system, and I can tell you based on age, price of the house, and the interest rates that are prevailing at the time of the quotation, exactly what you can buy, down to almost to the penny.
So you're living up north, you want to come down here, you see a $700,000 house, you sell your house up there for a chunk of money.
That's right.
Because you've paid 30 years on it.
That's
and
right.
You have a lot of equity, and you take that amount of money and put it down as a lump sum. Is that correct?
You make a one-time down payment. It is likened to a cash transaction.
Okay.
Okay. If you're thinking, I'm going to take what I have built over the course of my working life, and I'm going to move to the Lowcountry and I'm going to retire, okay, then this is an option that you should consider.
Okay.
A cash buyer obviously may come down here and pay cash. That's certainly one of the options. I think one of the things you'll show them is a 3-column matrix that I've made up that shows the 3 purchasing options, which are cash, conventional financing, and then using our product, which is called a HECM. HECM stands for Home Equity Conversion Mortgage. It's the FHA term.
Okay.
So column 3 on what the viewer may see is what we would offer, and the takeaway is what's the cost of ownership for a home over a 10, 15, 20, and certainly a 30-year period of time. Okay. And when you consider payments and all of this, our program really does shine. It's the cheapest by far.
So to take that scenario a little bit further, $700,000, they sell their house up north and they put down a lump sum. I can't remember what's on that sheet of paper, but there it's on the screen now.
I think on Dawnbrook, a 62-year-old would spend 68% of the listed price.
Okay.
One time.
One time.
Yeah.
And the amount that's different is financed.
That's right. The mortgage covers the other part of the purchase price of the house.
And no payments.
And no
for
payments.
the rest of your life.
And no payments. No payments. Now, people say, well, what's the catch?
Yeah.
Right? This is a negative amortizing loan, meaning the loan, it doesn't become due and payable until the last surviving homeowner leaves the home for good as their primary residence. What does that mean? You go away and see your children for a few months, that's not leaving the home. As long as you are living in the property, paying your taxes, this is your primary resident, that home is still considered yours. If you move into assisted living or one of the spouses passes away, then those are events that would call for the loan.
And you just sell the house?
And you just sell the house.
And pay off the loan?
You pay off the loan balance, and whatever's left over you put in your pocket. And here's another extremely good advantage. This is what's called a non-recourse loan, meaning if a couple stays in the home for a good long period of time and the balance on the loan has exceeded the fair market value of the house, because of the mortgage insurance that was purchased at closing, the homeowner's not obligated for any shortfall. There's no such thing as a short sale in our world.
That's great.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
So people just aren't used to that.
They just are not. It's a reverse mortgage, right?
Right.
You have to think. I shouldn't say this, but it's true. You got to think in reverse.
Yeah, true.
We're accustomed to paying our loans off, having no balance, and living the rest of our life with no mortgage payment.
So, what are the myths?
Well, the biggest myth, I guess, that we hear is that the bank owns the house, and that's just not true.
Okay.
The bank can come take your house. That's not true. As long as you keep your taxes and your homeowner's insurance, and if you live in a gated plantation like a Moss Creek, then you're responsible for your own HOA fees.
Sure. Okay.
You keep those things up, and those parameters, those are true whether you own the home with a mortgage or whether you own it outright. We got to pay our taxes. We got to pay our homeowner's insurance, and we got to keep the house up.
Right.
Long as you keep those 3 things in check, then you live there for the rest of your life.
So what's the downside?
I have one on our house. I'm 68 years old. My wife is 60, and for us, the notion that the loan balance would get larger over time and that you would owe more for the home when you sold it than you did when you took out the loan. That doesn't sit well with some people. Okay, when they consider what the, if you will, the net present value of a payment stream that may be $3,000 a month today would be over a 10, 15, 20-year period of time,
that's right.
then we're talking, you know, I mean, this is really a compelling solution. Yeah. Today, I think in this marketplace today, with home prices where they are and with interest rates where they are, right, this is a way for someone who's sitting in New Jersey where it's cold and thinking, oh, woe is me, I've missed the window. This is a way for you to proceed with your retirement plan. Right. Okay, come on down and shop.
Right.
And let's find you something, and you know, let's look at the numbers.
So one of the things about people coming down here, and we talk financing and say, oh, I got a guy up in New Jersey or Connecticut or whatever, and right like on the 11th hour of closing, the financing people call me and go, are the roads county roads or are they state roads? And I did, what's an HOA anyway? So you need to deal with people down here, like Jim.
Exactly.
And so I think Jim's information is going to be down below in this video, and you can email him and call him and just ask questions.
Sure.
Right?
I've got a team. There's 3 of us. All of us are you know, plus 50. My senior partner is 10 years older than me. We're all reverse mortgage users, and so there's 3 of us in the office. Myself, Jim Davidson, Don Davis, and we've just brought a new partner on, Brian Bannon, who is in our office. And so the numbers for how to reach us will be right there.
And you know, in this environment with the rates going up in 2023, it's a new ball game. You got to think outside the box, right?
I would certainly agree,
just
John.
explore the different possibilities.
Absolutely.
So, let's see, what else? Any other thing to say?
Just don't just discount it and ignore it offhand. Take a look.
Yeah, just take a look.
Take a look and I mean, Google the product. I mean, that's what I tell people. Go to my website, Google it, research it for yourself, convince yourself that it's viable, and then you know, give us a call and let us run some numbers for you.
Yeah.
And if it makes sense to you, then we'll talk.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, I'm Mutual of Omaha. I'm 40. You know, I'm a global footprint.
Yeah. Mutual of Omaha. So, are you ready to sing? Jim sings in Harbortown all the time, right?
I sing there once a week.
For years and years.
Once a week during the tourist season. Yeah.
And it's really good. It's written a lot of these great songs, and so anyway, stay tuned. Jim's going to sing a little tune. Whatever you want.
So you rolling? So this is a song I wrote with a buddy of mine here in Bluffton. It's called Harbortown, and of course the red and white lighthouse in Sea Pines is the landmark that we all know, and so we sing about it, and this is one called Harbortown. Sailboats on the water, the big yachts are in town. Seagulls in the morning sky glide across the sound. Sunlight through my window like a boast of morning dew. Another day in Harbortown with you. We'll spend the day together, hike the Sea Pines Trail, ride bikes along the water's edge, fly the parasail, take a jet ski to Defusky where the water is so blue. Another day in Harbortown with you. 'Cause there's a lighthouse tower brings the whole world into view. Nothing compares to the feeling of being here in Harbortown with you. Now the boats have all been anchored, the sun is setting down. The crickets dance, a sweet romance silently surrounds. As I hold you in the moonlight, it's like my dreams have all come true. Lying here in Harbortown with you. Says a lighthouse tower that brings the whole world into view. Nothing compares to the feeling of being here in Harbor Town with you. Being here in Harbor Town with you. Harbor Town, right here next to the boats.
That's great.